Hello, happy Saturday. I did a little bit of meal prep today and I'll share that later, but I was reading an article. I actually have, here it is, I have her book too. There's an article, sorry, that was like a really large thing on my face. There was an article that Jessica Honegger wrote in the actually I think it's an issue ago, issue 10 of Magnolia Journal. And I am pretty sure she shared this in her book as well, but I had forgotten it. And when I read it, it just kind of struck a chord with me, and I wanted to share it with you tonight. So she is telling a story about, the article is called The Paradox of Authenticity. And she is talking about a story where her PE teacher, she was like slow, right? She's not the fastest runner. Her PE teacher is like, I need you to meet these like metrics and stuff, right? For like the tests. And so literally tethered her to another girl. Like she took a jump rope and they were holding the jump rope and they're running together. And she just kept thinking, hold on, and try and run faster and try and run faster. And she said, no matter how fast she ran, I'll just read it verbatim. No matter how fast I ran, I couldn't keep up. On that PE field, I had to internalize that message as being essential to my worth. And so began a life of tethering myself, or my jump rope, to an idealized, unattainable version of myself. Thinking if I could just be faster, I could win. If I could just try harder, I'd deem myself good enough. And it really got me thinking. She went into some of the like paradoxes and how a lot of times we kind of try and like put ourselves into a box and don't believe like if we work, then we can't be a good parent. If we, like there's all these paradoxes in our life. And she shared that, what she finally came to realize is that authenticity lies in being who you are no matter what environment you're in. It's about being able to live in the paradox, to hold those tensions rather than to try to erase them. Because when we chase our worthiness instead of embracing it, we eventually run out of breath. We find ourselves gasping and winded, running after the notion that we'll finally be worthy of acceptance when we have reached perfection. A tidier and sometimes unrecognizable version of who we really are. And she went on to kind of talk about these like restrictive boxes, right, that we try and put ourselves in. And this is just striking a chord with me. And so I recommend, maybe it's out there. You can probably Google it. I might try and put the link in here. But she said, finally, I had to ask myself, why do I feel compelled to draw these self-restrictive boxes around myself? The truth is, I am a good mom and I also work. I am a successful entrepreneur and I bootstrapped my company. I am a fashion executive and I'm curving. I am passionate about caring for the poor and I love having fun with style. I just don't fit into a neat and little box, and surely neither do you. And I just really love that. And one of the quotes they have here is, we are messy, paradoxical people who sometimes just don't fit inside the lines. And I think as we start this journey, as we go through life, it's important to really think about what you're tethering yourself to, right? What is that jump rope attached to that you're trying to run after? When will I be worthy enough? When will I get there? And what I found in my journey is that the more that I introspect and look at gratitude and who I am today, what I have today, and can be happy in a moment and find joy in the little giggles, the clacking of plastic shoes as my girls play dress up, the more that you can reach for feeling worthy in whatever moment you're in, the better off we're going to be, instead of trying to tether ourselves to some perfection that we can never attain. And I am so that person that still like will beat myself up. Like, why can't I do this without this? Why can't I? Why is it so hard for me but easy for her? It does me no good, right? And so on this journey, I really hope that you can learn new things about yourself and also give yourself grace to live in those paradoxes, to not go for perfection, and just realize how important the little tiny things are, the little tiny steps, and how those are going to compound over time. No little step is too small. Seriously, you guys, we are here to celebrate with you. We're here to be here authentically. I do not eat perfectly. Don't sit there saying, well, she can do it. I don't eat perfectly. I make choices to have treats, to do things. But every day I'm learning new things about myself, finding joy in the journey, and just learning new things and feeling worthy and enough as I am today. And I pray that you can find that as well. So I so hope that this resonates with you, and I hope you have a fabulous night.